Hey there. Good, morning for some of you. Good day for some of you. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's been going on in my studio because I haven't really done that, and I don't post all that much about what I do on the bench these days because, as you can imagine, I get pretty involved in making those things. By the way, I again could not find my connection for the mic, so I hope you can hear me okay with this little regular headset. So I've been doing quite a bit of custom pieces lately, and I'm going to see if I can get to them. I'm often very protective of my clients when I create these custom pieces because it's kind of personal. It really is personal. But this client gave me permission to post. And if now I only could find that picture, that would be amazing. There you go. So I am creating a OneFooter ring from her older pieces. And in this case, it is midway of being made. And what's happening, I can't believe I didn't bring it because I actually finished it. But maybe she should see it first anyways. So what you can see here is it's a yellow gold OneFooter ring, and I've created spaces for 3 of her gems. 2 of the bezels are already in there. And the 3rd will go where that little black dot is. I've created a little bit of a scoop there to create a place. It seems like it's sorry, somebody is waving at me. Distracting. It seems like it's a natural thing that they just kind of pop in there, but it actually does take some quite a bit of work to create the spaces for the settings. So this is one that I was working on, and I wanted to show you also, but I'm not sure I'm going to find my way there because it's complicated to find these things. I wanted to show you a different view of that same, just to give you a bit of an idea of the process that I go through with these, that I have to see. Because when I put those bezels in place, there you go. When I put those bezels in place, they are not like, they don't just fit right in. There's always a lot of fiddling and moving back and forth. So you can see that bezel that you saw on the left, and here's also on the left, is sticking out below, so that then needed to be ground away and cleaned up. And then obviously later on I need to set the stones and all of that. So that's definitely something I've been working on, is several of these. And the other thing I was working on is some new pieces in the script ring series, in the script series. I will be bringing some script necklaces with me, which I haven't actually made any in a while, and I'm very fond of that design. I wonder if I have an image of it. The script necklaces are quite complicated to make, so it's been a while, and the reason I say I will be bringing them with me is because the other thing I wanted to tell you today is that I am going on the road again. It turns out I had a travel voucher expiring from the beginning of the pandemic. Remember when we all thought this was going to be over in a couple of months? Yeah, I can't find that picture. I had a travel voucher expiring, and I decided that it would be nice for me to go see my children's grandmother in Ottawa. So I booked a flight to Ottawa. There's also a show there that weekend that I want to explore, maybe doing a summer show in Ottawa sometime. And if obviously there's time, if anybody has a project like that, if you're in Ottawa and you have a project like that where you want to create a ReBirth ring, you want me to to take gemstones out of your jewelry and make a new piece, I will have a tiny little small intimate event there. This is the weekend of June 17th, the Father's Day weekend. But if you're interested in seeing me there, you need to let me know, because it will be by invitation only. So if you're in Ottawa, or you have friends in Ottawa who you want to introduce to my work, by all means, let them know. I also have some meetings set up there, by the way, just with the whole government thing. So it's a good time for me to go to Ottawa, and I will be there. Likely the event will be Friday evening, but I still have to, and that's the 17th of June, but I still have to make these arrangements. Depends a little bit on who all is interested. Of course, I'll have all my OneFooter rings with the gems, the silver ones. I will have all what I have left of those with me there. And I had this lovely photo that I found from an earlier photo shoot. I quite like these photos. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Yeah, that was a beach photo shoot with all these OneFooter rings. Man, they really make this complicated in here. But anyways, I will have what I have with me, so that's a great opportunity to try those on. And of course, there will also be, this is Kim, by the way, this lady. So I forgot to turn my Do Not Disturb on also. I'm a little relaxed today. I got up very early, did a bunch of writing, as I like doing on Sunday mornings, took the grand dog for a walk, went to the gym, put in my roast chicken. It's been a busy morning, but nonetheless, I'm a little discombobulated here, it seems. So yeah, I will have these things with me, and also I will have the newer script rings. Actually, I'm not going to show you because there's some exciting developments with the script series. I've been further developing that series. That sometimes happens that I look at my own work and I go, oh, here's something else I could be doing with that. So yeah, I'll be bringing those things with me. And then finally, I have been working quite a bit with the waxes for the Flow series, which is done only in the Fairmined ecological gold, which I am ever so proud of. And, it's so amazing that I'm able to offer that. I'm still really thrilled with that. I wonder if I have one here. Oh, I think I need to go somewhere else. Oh yeah, I just saw another a ReBirth ring here. There's some more examples that might be good to show you. Yeah, like here, that was one where I took the diamond out of the ring in the background, traded in the value of those the remaining rings there towards the making of the new one, and I put that diamond in that 3 loop for this client. So yes, lots of fun and games. And the Fairmined series, which I'm trying to find here, the one that looks very swooshy, has lots of movement in it, and is very Japanese inspired. There's a photo here with the calligraphy brush because that is such a big inspiration for me for that series. Where is my portfolio? There it is. But I think, I'm not sure if I have a shot of just, oh yeah, like this. Oh, come on. Like this. You can really see that movement. And the way that movement works, a little noisy here, is because I move the wax and I move it fairly quickly. And I was having trouble, so this is maybe I'll stop sharing that. I was having trouble with this wax, and it was giving me really grief, becoming very, very brittle, as in, this is what's happening. And that was really scary, but I have figured it out. And these are really quite, they're turning out really nicely now. This is a teeny tiny. I'm making a set of wedding bands where one of the rings is a size 5. So this is really wonderful to work with. And what's amazing with this, it's the smell. Because this wax contains pine resin, when I work with it, it's at quite a warm temperature, not liquid, but it's warm, and it makes my whole studio smell like pine resin, and I just love that. So that's what I've been doing in my studio. playing with those kinds of things and making people's rings. I also made a bunch of simple bands. Actually, I could give you a quick little preview. I don't want to get too long, but very simple bands. These could be wedding bands. There's a really hefty one here. I'll do another live on these. I wish the focus was better. I'd have to go the other way. Well, I'll do another. Look how thick that is. This is a palladium white gold band. So I make them in different widths. I was like, duh, why am I not making... what's the big guy? Here's another one. A little wider, in different golds, and also really skinny ones. And yeah, I'm going to talk about that some other time. So I hope this is interesting to you, and I hope you're going to have a really great day. I'll see you next week. Yes, I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.